I thought this was a pretty interesting tweet here from Travis Hunter, tweeting about Mike Norvell showing a lot of love. There is some, people out there, and obviously it's a kid in his recruitment, but some people wondering if he's going to really stick with Florida State. But this was something pretty interesting to kind of kill that whole conversation, talking about Mike Norvell, that I thought was good. If you want to get coached by somebody that's going to push you to the limit, make sure you have the best version of yourself and want you to succeed in life. Mike Norvell is that coach. Can't thank him enough. How big is that? I mean, you don't find him anywhere else. This is your guy, Nate. You don't find this kind of stuff anywhere else.
I think it just shows that he's bought in. And, I mean, he believes in Mike Norvell. I mean, you can just see it with how hard he recruits for Florida State in person, these last however many days he was on campus, and also on social media all the time. And, I mean, it's been consistent from the very moment he committed to Florida State. He's never wavered in that commitment. And, I mean, honestly, I'd say it feels like he's locked in more than ever right now.
When you have the best player in the last 3 classes committed, that's going to catch people's attention. And the fact that, 1, he is so active on social media. 2, he's so active on visits. 3, he participates in camps. He's competitive as all can be. And people just latch on to him. So, when you have a guy like that committed, it changes a lot, because it's very much like a LaMarcus Joyner. It changes that belief, and it changes that thought. Hey, if they got a guy like Travis Hunter, maybe I should consider that school too. Yeah, and that's why I think you see a guy like Sam McCall, who just canceled his visit to South Carolina. I think that you're going to start to see more kids shut it down for their class and really lock into the recruitment part. But, I've said a lot about Travis Hunter, and I'm going to say it every single podcast that we do, just how good that kid is. If he could play 2 years and be out, he should. He's that good. I'm sorry. You can call that hype. That kid is on a different level.
Mm-hmm. And he does it with pads on. We've seen all kinds of updates and videos and highlights on the gram and Twitter about him without pants. Yeah, everywhere. Without pads. And then he has a spring game, and it just kind of just looks easy for a little bit there.
Yeah, so let's talk about that for a second. So in shorts, he just physically dominates you, with these acrobatic catches, like he just mesmerizes you. And then in pads, he takes a screen pass, makes 2 cuts and he's gone.
Just runs right by you.
Yeah, the speed, he looks even faster with pads on. Like his game speed looks even faster than you would in 7-on-7. And granted, 7-on-7 is very kind of, in my opinion, kind of jumbled together. You're playing on a smaller field. You have a lot of guys around you. It's a smaller space. But, here's a guy that when you put pads on, he just looks even better. So I know rivals who, whatever, rated him as number 2. At least they're halfway smart and close to putting him as number 1. Give him his props, man. He deserves it. He's the best player in the country.
He's incredible, man, and it's just good to see him. He's almost like a week and a half. He was at FSU helping recruit. It felt like, huge recruiting tool, gigantic recruiting tool. And like I said, for guys like Jalil Skinner and also Kevin Coleman being there, big time targets. And you also have Armella. It was a big time to have him there. He's huge.